What's up, YouTube? So today we are in this trade currently 1 micro. The reason is this trade was more of a not experienced trade, because but it's just like, let me make sure my TP's at the right area. Boom. This was more of a I saw price doing it and not really showing an entry, which is why I had entered. Let me make sure this is here, which is why I had entered. It's only 1 micro, right? We're up $50. I had tried some setups down here. Over here we're currently at 838. So it's not too shabby, but this today is just honestly a rough day. Super rough, and I just saw price doing what it's doing right now, like I said earlier, and not really showing an entry. So it was more of a not trying to toot my own horn, but experienced trade, right? Because I really only entered off of a 5-minute. We had been chopping on the way down. Let me just manage this really quick. But we were chopping on the way down, right? I had entered short around here after news dropped. Never got that good short. How are we looking here? I don't want to be caught up in a SMT, so what time is this? We're taking out these highs. Oh, okay. Well, dang, man. I was low-key gonna... Yeah, I would've gotten stopped out anyways. So, we made 866. We made about... So, I tried 2 trades. They did not end up working. And I was in with my regular risk. But those were some, pretty good... They were alright setups. But this one was more of a experienced trade, right? And I saw price delivering and going to the area that I had thought, but not really showing the entry. So I just entered because it will be... I saw TJR say this literally yesterday. I would be more mad at myself if I didn't have a trade on the table than it just seeing price go and me knowing what was gonna happen, right? So let me just... We were at 783. We're at 866 minus 783. We made $83. Profit is profit, I'm not mad. I am not mad. We are still up for the week. Let me go over the daily bias. Dude, today was wicked though. Price action wise. So I saw on the daily we had a unmitigated bearish imbalance up here. So I did see price going up. However, we also had 4-hour imbalances here, 4-hour imbalance there on the hourly. And as you can see, we were reacting here, right, on this imbalance. Same thing for ES. That's the same thing I had marked out. The daily bearish imbalance, the 4-hour imbalance. We were reacting off. We are just now, to be honest, really reacting out of that 4-hour imbalance, and it's already 10:30. So we were in a dump when I get on the market. As you can see, dude, it was chop work, and all I really honestly had was these 2 imbalances. This is it. So I see we had a 15-minute SMT favoring NQ. Let me fix this. I had it, I think, right here. Yeah. So today, yeah, I had these 2 imbalances here on ES marked off for a while. Same thing for NQ. These 2 imbalances marked off, and this 3-minute bearish imbalance. And I had two pretty big convictions, right? So we had the daily unmitigated area up here. Then we also had this 4-hour imbalance that hadn't been touched yet. So I was like, we are closer to here, right? When I took my first short, I said we were closer to down there. Yeah, so we were closer to down there. I just pulled up my executions, and as you guys can see, I tried 2 shorts before I changed my bias, right? And I literally just I closed my eyes and I was like, all right, I think we were down like 20 something dollars because we kept breaking even. So I just closed my eyes, reset, thought, and I literally told myself, I was like, all right, let me just go back to the 5-minute and wait, and literally just wait. So the 2 shorts I tried were right here. They were somewhere around here, right? I wanted this just basically for it to go to the it was something like this. I might have entered like down here or something. Right, I entered down here right after this candle, and then as you can see, we end up coming up, almost stopped me out, and then we have this huge dump, literally huge dump. If I wanted to, I could have closed it, and I was this close. But then I told myself, I was like, dude, do I really want to break my rules? Absolutely not. So we come down, and that dump alone was, let's just see. We come here and it dumps. It was 38%. So from my entry point, it was 30%. That's a whole trade right there, right? I was up a lot, but I did not close because it was not according to my rules. What I do is I go break even, right? We end up coming up, stop me out. Second trade was like this. I end up entering somewhere around here. I think it was here again, right? I enter here, same trade, and we end up getting broken even again, something like this. I think it was here. Yeah, entered here, right? I think I have my stops around here, and then we end up getting breaking even, and then we're out of that trade again. After that, I reassess, and I'm like, okay, let me just go on ahead and see what's actually going on. Let me turn off these executions, and I basically see that we're coming back up. And ES is pumping, right? ES, well, they're doing the same exact thing, but I do see that on ES we had already broken 5-minute structure because technically we inversed this 5-minute imbalance right here, right? So we had a big retracement down, and then we're coming back up. But we did inverse and disrespect one bearish area. So after that, I stay on the 5-minute, and after I see that we come up here, we mitigate this and all this, right? I'm like, okay. I still entered kind of early, right? Executions. Because I entered over here, dude. I was in this trade. Entered here. And I think I had stops like right around here, something like that. And we end up coming down. We almost stopped me out. We start coming back up. And the reason I entered is because on the 3-minute, we ended up already mitigating this bearish imbalance. We come back down, and I see the volume that we're moving back up, right? And once we inverse this on the 3-minute, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just enter now with 1 micro, because like I said earlier, I'll be a lot more mad if I didn't have at least something on the table, which is a trade, and I'll just see price basically deliver to my designated area, which was this 15-minute imbalance, right? And we've already swept London lows, so I could see price moving back up. I anticipated we were going to break 5-minute structure, which we do down here after and you guys saw some of the trade, right? But once we end up moving all the way up here, I end up going break even and all that good stuff. So hey man, 866. It was a good day today. Made some of yesterday's loss back. And yeah, guys, today was pretty tough. I even de-risked, right? So if you took a loss today, bro, don't be mad, bro. Like, as long as we're following our rules, which honestly, maybe I think one of these, actually no. Oh yeah, and by the way, something I was thinking about yesterday is I want to start giving my bias a second try. For example, like you see how I tried 2 shorts and then I changed my bias. I feel like I'm gonna start doing that a lot more, unless obviously by that first trade I know that I'm wrong. Because yesterday, had I been trusting my daily bias more, I would have executed, even though I probably wouldn't have entered, but I would have just been on the right side of the market, right? Not just switch my bias because I lost my first trade. It shouldn't be like that. So that's today's stuff. And bro, today was crazy price action wise. Stay locked in. And bro, news also at 10. Like, there were some good setups. Like, take shorting from up here, bro. I saw some good shorts, but news hadn't came out, so I had to wait. But nonetheless, we're still up for the day. We're still up $83, so W's in the chat. If you enjoyed today's video, like and subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Instagram and TikTok are in the description, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video if I trade. Peace.